haters don't faze me. Hold up, wait. That boy coming straight out of
Yo.
I've been working like I'm deli.
What is good,
Like
hippies?
Buzzarelli.
Hey, I was feeling the shit out of that. Hey, turn that up one more time.
My eyes just sit low like a Chevy. If I wrote it, then you know it's heavy. My shoulders is heavy. The flow is so dope, it's kinda getting scary. Back in the booth, cut the animal loose. I just keep it 100. This is not a roost. They can't walk in my shoes. They can't hang up the news. Getting lit like I'm Lupe.
Yeah, that was some fire. What's good, hippies? For those of you who do not fucking know, my name is Young Hippie, and I'm with the gang. Say what's up, gang.
Yo, yo.
What's up? What's up?
What's cracking?
What's up?
Hi there.
I'm a little sick today. My throat's gone, so yeah.
It's all good.
We
It's
can
all
hear
good.
you. As long as we can hear you, you're fine.
There we are. So, to my left, I got the one and only
Come on.
Dime Daddy.
Hey, y'all. Today I'm going to be going by Dime the Father. All right, go ahead. Continue.
So that's it?
Continue.
That's it.
Just for now.
All
Just
right,
for
I
now.
fuck with him. And back again for the second week in a row, our co-host, Miss XO.
What up?
And if you don't know, that song we were just playing at the motherfucking beginning of the show, that shit, man.
Fire.
That was made by the nigga to my right, the one and only, Jonesy.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Bro.
That
Thank
shit
you.
is fire.
Yeah.
Appreciate
That
it.
shit
for
was
reals.
fire.
Unless
that was a
you're
vibe
lying,
for sure.
then-
Yeah.
I was over here.
And as promised, we got another guest in the show today. We got Mo. What up, Mo?
What's cracking? Mo the Painters.
Hey.
At least that painting.
And last but not least, he has come back from the dead. I'm just playing. He went on a fucking lovely vacation. I'm hating. But we got the one and only Arizona Cowboy.
Oh.
What-
Goddamn right.
What up, man?
What up?
Titties and beer.
Hey.
Welcome back. God, no,
Tattoos, titties, and beer.
What is good, brother? How
My
you been,
guy.
man?
I've been all right.
Hey.
Traveling.
How's the trip,
What?
man? What'd you do? Where'd you go?
And I took a cruise from Seattle up to Alaska, visited a bunch of different ports in Alaska, then hit Canada, visited Canada, which is not my thing, but whatever.
All right.
And then, yeah, I spent a couple more days in Seattle just exploring, seeing what their scene is and what they do up there. And yeah, that's about it. Before that, I hit California, hit a concert there. And so I've been all over the road.
You went to a lot of the weed states. Did you smoke?
No, I didn't smoke.
I'm just playing. Cowboy don't smoke. We know that. We know that.
We know that.
No,
for
but
sure.
you could smell it from a mile away.
I bet, boy, especially in
Yeah.
Seattle.
Seattle got that
Yeah,
Yeah, they
thing.
got that loud, that thunder.
Yeah, I've been up there before.
Yeah.
We're in
Yeah,
Seattle.
it
Did you
was
smoke?
very rainy.
I was gonna say they
It was
better have some
gloomy.
weed.
Definitely on some Twilight
This
shit.
is very
you sad?
gloomy.
Twilight shit.
Huh?
It's
Were
very
you
fucking.
sad?
Yeah, it was like just rainy and just
Yeah.
like all day.
Gloomy
feeling is
as
that?
fuck.
What happened, Cowboy?
I said it's gloomy as fuck.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah,
just
for
like,
sure.
You
do
need
you guys
some
even
weed.
want to do anything?
Fuck that. I can't do that. Well, man, hey, we're really glad to have you back, brother. Welcome back. And Mo, what up, girl?
What's up? How's everybody today?
Man,
Good,
we are
man.
good. Thank
How
you for
are
That's
stopping
great.
by.
I am wonderful every day. As long as I'm breathing, I'm okay.
There you
All
go.
right.
I like that.
So first
For
of
sure.
all, Mo brought us a painting.
Oh my God.
She gifted us a
That's
beautiful
awesome.
painting.
Yes, I'm so glad you guys love it.
We'll put it up.
Can-
We're definitely
Because
putting it
really,
up
for
later.
real, I was gonna keep it. Because I was like, oh, okay, this is me.
You
Okay,
already showed it now.
This is
Too
this
late.
is real life
You
me.
already showed it now.
I'm just playing.
Now we
Where
got.
did you? Oh, go ahead. What
No,
are we
I
gonna
was
do?
gonna say I want to, if you don't mind, one day we got to get that on a shirt. I think that would be good for the
Oh, yeah.
ladies.
Hey.
It's
That's
cute. It's hella
dope.
cute.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Where did you get your inspiration for it?
Well, because I consider myself a hippie, like a modern day hippie. So, it just comes to my, it just like boo, bam.
You just see it and then.
It'd be like bam, then I bam, wham.
Right. Just
Yeah.
see it and your hands
A whole
start
lot of
working.
Damn.
Dang.
Just shit popping.
Yep. So once I see it, it's a wrap. Cause I'll wake up and see something, and I'll be like, oh, I have to do it, or it'll bug me all day.
That's fucking dope.
So
Yeah.
How long? Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I really like that. Just for it
Thanks,
to be able
guys.
to pop into your head and you
Thank
be able
you.
to put it on
Come on,
something for
shaking my
everyone to
head.
see.
Yeah.
That's really amazing.
Cowboy can't see it, but
Yeah.
when you do see it, it's pretty amazing. I did want to ask,
thank
like,
you.
what are you trying to do? Are you trying to make money? Like, what are you trying to?
At first, I
going
was
for
kind of
right
scared about it because I'm sensitive about my work. So art is like my baby. So you don't call nobody's baby ugly. You know, you don't want to. You
Yeah,
get
no,
mad about it.
for
So
sure.
now? It's
at
tough,
first, I was
though.
kind of nervous. So after I got a couple of people like, you should really show or whatever.
Mhm.
I was like, yeah, I just want to show. But then people started to want to buy it, and so.
Right.
But
Why not?
now it's like I don't even want to really sell because it's like killing my joy a little bit about it. 'Cause
Really?
people will try to lowball you.
Yeah.
Like, can I just
Yeah.
give you this? You know what I
Nah,
mean?
don't do
And
that.
that took like 5 hours. It's not
Wow.
even that detailed, but it took 5 hours.
That
because
shit
they're
is
very-
detailed as fuck.
I mean,
I
it's
like it.
Thank you. I
Yeah, you
appreciate
say
it,
that, but it
For
looks
real,
very
yeah.
interesting.
Right.
yeah,
Right.
thank you.
Because for you to start when we talked about it, and right, exactly.
Humble as fuck.
I mean,
Because it's so dope.
Because I'm an urban artist.
Right.
It's very simple, the stuff I do.
Yeah.
But
I've seen your page. Your work is fantastic for
you.
real. I want to
Thank
ask
you.
you, when did you start like painting? Do you just do paint?
yeah, I just do paint.
Okay.
I used to draw. It started off as drawing, and then I discovered paint, and I fell in love with it. So
I can.
Do you
feel
do
it.
acrylics or anything? What's up?
yeah, that's acrylic. It's just matte, so it's
Okay.
not shiny acrylic.
wow.
I
The
was doing
colors.
oil, but oil takes very long to dry. So
Right.
I just love acrylic now. I'm in love with it. So that's because I like to get it done. I
Yeah.
don't want to have to wait because then it'll kill me. If I don't finish something when I start it, it'll kill me. So
Mhm.
Now I'm high as
That's
hell.
why I
I don't
like
know if we talked about this already. You have 2 shows opening, right? Can you
yeah,
tell
I
them about
have
this yet?
I have one on the 20th. It's the Conception Art Show.
Right.
That's at I can't remember. Unexpected Gallery.
There you
Okay.
go.
Okay.
Is that
And
tickets for sale
also-
or anything?
Yeah. It's on my page. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
No,
No,
that's
you're
fine.
good.
What's your
Nah.
page? What's your
That
page?
shit
all
happens.
good.
It's on my
Yeah,
page.
It's a lot of
what's the
pressure, you know?
page?
It's mo.nature
Okay.
There you
Okay.
go.
on Instagram.
Cool.
If you click on the link in my bio, it'll have like a place where you go and buy the tickets under my name. Don't forget it. Under my name only. Don't go anywhere else and buy the motherfucking ticket. Y'all don't listen, okay?
Y'all don't listen.
Let's do it.
Y'all don't
Hey,
fucking listen.
I'll make sure we're there. We should definitely.
Yeah,
do
hell
Yeah,
that.
we
I'm
should
trying to go
definitely
for
make it a
sure.
point
Yes,
to get
at
there.
least
Support
please come.
you.
That's the very important one because it like goes against my numbers and stuff like that. So that's the one I encourage people to go to. Everybody's already going to the Chocolate Art Show
Yeah.
because everybody knows about it, but the Conception Art Show is something very valuable to me. So,
Okay, that's really good. How long have you been painting?
I started in like middle school,
Okay.
maybe before middle school, maybe like 5th grade or something like that. I discovered that I loved it. But it's just been art has been like all my life, so
Right.
it's not
I could
it's
understand
not
that.
something that I just woke up one day and was like, I want to do art. I literally just remember doing art. That's all I can remember. Even at school, I didn't want to make good grades.
Right.
I just
Right.
wanted to do art. Fuck these grades, you know what I mean?
Right.
But
Yeah.
you
But
know,
you
yeah,
need
you
to-
got to get the
yeah.
good grades to get, you know,
Yeah.
To
the
get
other
where you
stuff.
need to go.
Yeah.
I also wanted to ask, you said something about it going against your numbers. Like, what's that? And like, could you explain like how it
Just a
works?
popularity thing. So they see how many tickets I got bought underneath my name. They're gonna be like, oh, we want to invite her back. That's what happened last year. I was in the show and they saw how many tickets I got out.
Right.
And they were like, oh, we need to get her back here.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's,
So
it's
let's get
very
into-
similar to music then, right?
Yeah,
In a
yeah.
sense.
That's what it sounds
Mhm.
like.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds almost exactly like it.
So we're gonna get you some tickets. So hippies, definitely.
Hippies
Yes.
unite!
Yes.
Let's do it. Let's do it
Right.
for Mo. We have to. She blessed us. Let's bless her back. And her,
Yes, thank you.
her artwork, it deserves the attention. For
No,
real.
it's
Thanks.
for especially as long as you
so-
waited.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I waited for a long time.
A really long
I
time.
just started showing last year. That was my first show ever in life.
Wow.
So
Was that really like? Did you get anxious with that?
yeah, I mean, when I tell you I painted from dusk till dawn, like every single day, I got a painting done.
You're like that.
Like it was just, I was just doing too much at that point because it was my first show, and I didn't even have enough room on the little backdrop to put all my work that I had did for the
Right.
show up. So it's like I live and breathe and sleep this art shit.
Right.
This is my life. So
I wanted to give Cowboy a chance to ask any questions.
Definitely.
If
I sent him a picture.
what's
of the
up,
painting.
cowboy? What you got to ask me?
So from everything that I've seen, looking at your social media and everything, everything looks like it was culturally inspired.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it looks like you have a heavy cultural inspiration. You have a
Yes,
heavy,
sir.
even gender inspiration.
Yes, sir.
So then that's why I just really wanted to confirm that you just really draw from any cultural background and also your gender as well.
Exactly. So, everything that I paint is like something I relate to. So, as a woman, and I'm not a feminist. No, I'm not a feminist because everybody.
I didn't say that. That's why I said
No.
gender.
I'm speaking in general, not you, cowboy. I'm just speaking in general for everybody to hear. I'm not a feminist. I believe that every human being is important in any role. I feel we all should be empowered. It shouldn't be just women empowerment. Even though I do, that's what I throw out is women empowered. That's because I relate to that. I
Right.
cannot relate to a man. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I said
Right.
the same
So I just
Good
want
shit.
everybody to know I'm not a feminist. I do not hate men. I'm just powerful as me.
There
You know what I
go.
mean?
I
I'm
know
just-
what it's like to be
you
a
know,
woman.
I know what it's like, the struggle, the waking
Right.
up and not feeling beautiful and wanting somebody else to see what you,
Man, that's really.
you know what I
that's
mean?
deep.
Everything. So it's just, okay? So it's just, that's why I paint what I paint.
Got you.
Well, it's
Cool.
very, like I said, man, the colors, the way everything is put together. I can relate because I go to culinary school. I'm doing baking,
That's cool.
and I love the thing I love about baking the most is like you can play with the colors, and you can play
Mhm.
when you're making chocolates and you're making desserts like candies and stuff. You know,
Right.
you could play a lot with the colors and put shit out there that like just brings the eye. It's like a magnet to the eye.
Mhm.
And that's what I can't stop looking at this painting. Like I'm
That's
really
so
excited
cool.
to put
I'm
it up
glad.
Yo,
for real.
yeah, it's so hard. To be honest, it's so hard sometimes to be creative when that's
Right.
not your thing.
Right.
One of my friends, he actually makes clothes and stuff, and I went with him to the fabric store. And for him, he's just grabbing shit. I'm
Just
making this out of
just
this. I'm making this out
doing
of
it.
this. And I
Doing it.
see a fabric, and I'm like,
What
Yeah.
the hell do I do?
where do I even start with this?
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
what could I
Right.
make this into? I really like this, but fuck, a pillow or a top, or you know what I mean. But
Right.
for people will go right in there and
And
just
just
like
do it.
start
One sock
doing their
and
shit.
shit.
It's just second nature. It's
Exactly.
your
I don't
second
know
nature.
What
You
the fuck's
just
going on
do
in
it.
here? But I think this would look cute
Mhm.
as a headband.
That's how
Because you could just take it right out.
Right.
Tie it right up. There we go.
Hey,
man.
wrap it around somewhere.
My
Yeah,
work is
exactly.
quick
done.
little lanyard or
But
something.
it does like when that's not your gift, like it's forced, and I think it's very hard. So for
Yeah.
you to even see that and wake up and just like do your thing, and for it to, that shit is dope.
Thank
I honestly
you.
would look at your
Thank
shit
you.
and I'm just like, if I was a painter, I would want my shit to be like this. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it's
Thank
so
you.
pop, it's
Thank
so
you.
cartoony. I love that shit.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on the show, man. I hope
Yeah.
that
You're
you enjoy
welcome.
the vibe
Thank
with
you
us.
guys for
Bro.
having
Yeah.
me. I hope I can come back.
Right.
Absolutely.
But we still got you for a little while.
Yeah,
right?
she's
We're
staying.
gonna
I'm
get into
I just
staying.
still
I'm
wanted to
staying.
just acknowledge the fact.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Thank you. I
for
really
showing us.
appreciate you guys
Cool.
having me. It's very exciting for people to notice me. Thank
So
you.
now for
Yeah.
a proper transition.
Proper transition.
Cowboy, let's get into the
5 minutes
grind
later.
of today. Can you explain what we got going on here?
What's going on with
So
that?
Toys R Us is making a comeback. Not the way we all think it's going to be. It's not going to be big box stores like it used to be. But they did cancel their bankruptcy. They do have a group of investors that is bringing them back from the ashes. And they want to open up smaller stores under the Jeffrey name.
Jeffrey, the giraffe.
Yeah. So for anybody that doesn't know, that Jeffrey is
Yeah.
their mascot, which is the giraffe.
Jeffrey.
But the question is, are their prices going to be any lower?
Okay. Because do it really matter at this point?
No.
Because I'm not really going to care about the
Hope they
outcome
learn
unless
from-
they
Huh?
give us some sales or something.
Because no
Well-
one's going there. It's just expensive. Everybody's doing
I
shit.
don't
People
ever
order
go there.
online now. And
Hell
Toys
no.
R Us
Walmart,
is so
It's a
huge.
thing. It's a
Amazon.
thing like
You know what
that
I
you
mean?
grew up seeing. Like, hey, that's Toys R Us. We always
I
go
don't
in here.
wanna
We never
grow
get
up.
anything, but it's a memory. It's a memory thing. And
We lost a lot of good things, man.
Yeah.
For real.
You know what I mean? Like I was watching. Do you ever get on YouTube and watch like the old '90s commercials?
Yes.
oh,
They're
man.
not the same.
No.
No,
They are
all
not-
kinds of first.
The raisin one.
The first thing that came to mind.
Bitch, girl. Let me tell you. What is it, girl?
All right. Have y'all saw Ren and Stimpy now?
There's a now
No, like the old one, but like, have you seen it
as
as
hell.
fuck?
No, cow and chicken. Have you?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Inappropriate.
Yes.
Why was we watching that?
Because we're the fucking 90s. baby.
Why would they
Right.
put the?
I see that now, and I'm all.
But you also
Everyone
got to think,
know.
like back then, we lived in a less sensitive time.
Yeah.
So
I was gonna say
there were
that.
things
Everyone-
that
yeah.
you just grew
Hell
up
yeah.
seeing.
Listen, there was a
Parents getting all
dick on
sensitive.
Rugrats. I don't know how sensitive.
When?
I mean,
Yes.
There was a dick.
Yeah, the episode is called like Hazy Days or something like that. And they go to the child care. They're out, like at preschool or whatever, and she's
A
like,
baby dick.
now they drew a dick on her face. She's
Oh,
like,
fuck.
she like defaced
wow.
the painting. It's real quick, but now we got that pause.
Oh.
See, those
See,
are
I'm gonna
trolls.
go. I'm gonna go.
Those are,
Yeah,
those are
I'm going to watch
those-
that right now.
Those are trolls. Like,
Bro, the
It's
doctor's name was like lip shit. Like, what the fuck? How do you
But that's a
lip
real
shit?
last name, though.
I
Lip
know, but
shits.
like lip
Dr.
shits.
Lip shit. Wow. I
Yeah.
didn't even think about
Oh
that
my
till
g-
now.
Yeah, like that's
Wow.
some shit.
That's
right?
that's
crazy.
crazy.
But a lot of shit has disappeared.
But that shit was so good. Being a kid, I used
Yeah.
to die for cartoons back in the day.
Yeah.
Rocket Power.
Fucking,
Don't even get me started on Rocket Power. That's
Kids
that's the
WB.
one. That's the one.
Hey,
Oh, I was
the
gonna say, I don't
Saturday,
like
the
it. I
Saturday
love it.
morning cartoons on Kids WB were litty.
Yeah.
Looney Tunes.
That
all
Yu-Gi-Oh.
those.
That was me.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
I was
Pokemon.
on-
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
on-
watching
like
the Yu-Gi-Oh.
Pokemon.
I was. I ain't gonna lie.
fucking with
I was
Pokemon.
never a Yu-Gi-Oh fan,
Pokemon.
and I was never a
I feel like
What's
Yu-Gi-Oh
that
copied
one?
Pokemon.
with the Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, you're
all right.
smoking that.
We're gonna have to
stuff.
stop the podcast right.
You can't say that.
That
Dragon
is-
Ball Z. Everybody
That
likes
is
Dragon
a
Ball Z.
blasphemous
I'm-
statement.
You got their jacket on right
Hey, I never said I didn't like it. I said I never seen it.
Okay,
now. It's really
Okay.
good. You should watch it.
It's
Watch it
good.
now.
So
Watch it right now.
it'll change your life.
Hey,
Well,
anime-
to state one thing,
Yeah.
I never liked Dragon Ball Z, and I'm being honest.
hey,
I just hate it.
Uh,
Which
I-
one? Which one? Which one did you
Unpopular
like? Then?
opinion.
he don't like no.
Yu-Gi-Oh. You didn't like Pokemon. Yu-Gi-Oh. You're not an anime guy.
Nope, never have been.
Anime
Oh.
is raw
Okay.
as
So-
shit.
so
you're
man.
telling
It's
me
some
when we
crazy-
were
Have
in
you
the
seen the
fifth
anime
grade,
nowadays?
You have never traded a Pokemon card outside on that bench over there by the. I'm just kidding.
No, yeah, I remember that bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, the bench.
Yeah, that.
Okay, no,
Pokemon
here's
card
a real
bench.
story. Real story that has to do with Pokemon. So back when I was like in 4th grade, so 9 years old, I had a
Don't
backpack
forget.
full of Pokemon cards. And being 9 years old, this, I would say 8th grader, maybe even a freshman in high school, he did not go to where we went to school. Comes up to me, punks me, steals my backpack. Next day, I tell my brother, and yeah, I was being a little snitch. I wanted my cards back. So my brother comes to the school looking like a fucking tweaker. I don't even know what happened to him, but yeah, he comes up. He has a machete on his fucking waist.
Jeez
For
Louise.
some
Shit.
Yu-Gi-Oh. I mean, for some
The
Pokemon
Yeah.
cards.
He had
It was
some
that
fucking
serious.
limited edition
Hold on.
holograph.
Hold
You know
on.
Scott
It was
No,
that
it's
serious.
good. He had to
It was-
open up
Nigga
like
had a whole
that-
book.
he had
I
to
would
open
get
up like
punked and I was
plastic
his little
pages in
brother.
there.
So
he was
Yeah.
beating up on his little brother.
So the school day ends the next day, and I'm walking out, and this kid runs up to me again. He wants to try to punk me some more. Well, my brother happens to be there with the machete on his waist. He immediately runs up and says, "You the one fucking with my brother?" And he's like reaching for his machete. Kid drops the backpack. He says, "Take it all," and he runs away. Never saw him again.
Jeez Louise. I
So,
know who
and
to
from
call.
that day
We ain't
on,
fucking
I
with
never
you.
liked anime.
That is pretty
Damn.
scarring.
Right.
That scarred me too.
That's crazy. But in all
Oh, well.
honesty, I'm trying to get to those raw ass Saturday morning cartoons. Like, what's that? Remember that dude with the metal foot? What's it called? Wayne's World?
Wayne's World.
For real, for real.
I don't know,
shit.
bro.
Yeah,
Come
man,
on,
you
no.
guys
I don't
are
think
that
there's a-
young.
I thought.
Or was
Okay,
you-
Wayne's World is the one with the blonde and little brunette.
Dorothy
That's-
Wayne, which is Mike Myers and
That's
Dana
what you-
Carvey.
Okay, okay.
That's not what you talking
Then
about.
what's the
here.
dude with the fucking big metal foot? I'm telling
Thor?
you.
Nigga,
No,
what?
Thor got a big ass hammer.
Wait, first of all,
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
but wait, while we're talking, when we talked about companies and stuff, that was around before that is not. Have y'all ever had Fazoli's?
Oh,
They're not around
man.
anymore?
They're not.
Yeah, right
Arizona
there on
anymore.
Indian. Or no, not Indian School.
Yes,
it
they are.
was next to
Sky
Desert
Mall.
Sky.
Desert
Yeah.
Sky
They are
Mall.
still-
That shit's gone.
No.
Fazoli's is gone.
Fazoli's been gone since I was.
It's
like,
been gone.
Y'all lying because I just seen it the other day.
Mm-mm.
That was
No.
the
Not
wrong, you
Phoenix.
saw the wrong shit.
Looking at
Yeah.
a sizzler.
I'm talking about
instead.
oregano's. That's what I'm thinking. That's the same thing, really, isn't it?
No,
Nope.
Fazoli's.
Fazoli's had Italian
Fazoli's
food.
was like Fazoli's did have Italian food, but it was
Okay.
almost like a kind of a fast food.
Fast
version
food,
of
yeah.
Italian food.
But they, what was
That
that
shit
thing?
was
They
were
was
horrible.
always giving the
They were
breadsticks?
horrible.
Oh yeah.
horrible.
horrible.
Eats a pizza. Y'all remember Eats a Pizza?
Oh, hell no.
I never put. Look at it.
Hell
No.
Oh hell no.
Cowboy, you telling me your Pop Warner team or whatever football team you play for never went to a Eats a Pizza after the game?
No, we had standards. We hit Peter Piper.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Ouch. Ouch.
You're supposed to go there. Really? Do they have games? Like what?
Yes, and
Oh.
it's like a
My mom would
old
never
school
took me. She
CC's Pizza.
refused.
You guys
Yeah.
been to CC's Pizza?
CC's too. My mom.
It's
the
refused.
same
And I'm like,
thing.
but it's cheap.
No go.
Yeah, all you
I do not trust anywhere that has mac and cheese pizza.
Okay, that's disgusting.
Y'all tripping.
That
and I know
sounds
y'all.
fire.
eat at-
CC's
Kentucky.
Pizza
Yeah,
is
yeah,
a
yeah.
I'll
no.
give me a slice
Corral.
of that right now.
I know
To
y'all
go.
eat at Golden Corral. They got weird ass shit on that line.
I'm not eating
telling
Golden
you.
Corral either.
You a lie.
Everybody being there touching the rolls and shit.
Can I say something?
Yes.
I'm not doing it.
Please.
I will.
What? I love you.
will.
I will eat Golden Corral.
Oh, okay.
I can't do it.
I like to
If
go
it
on the
was-
nights
Food is
they
good,
have
I'm not even gonna
steak
lie,
because I will
but-
get that
I
steak.
That
love how
steak is
we came to
fire,
this.
bro.
Bro,
That steak from Golden Corral.
you don't even need sauce.
You see him cook it up right there. You're like,
Yup.
all right, put that shit on my plate
Cowboy,
right now.
you dead ass don't eat Golden Corral.
No, my family calls it the hog trough.
Jeez Louise.
It's the bullshit.
That's a
But
little
it's
extreme.
I gotta forget. I gotta remember where you grew up. I forgot where you lived. I mean, I know what school you.
Hard
I'll say I grew up in the
And
same
Wicked
neighborhood
Rat.
as you.
Hard knocks.
You lived outside of the neighborhood. I stayed the night at your house for a few months.
That was back in middle school.
For a few
I was right
months.
up
Stay for a few months. Like damn.
I
thought you was
stayed
gonna say
the
a
night.
night.
For a few months.
Hey, they don't know those days. Those days were the days, huh, Cowboy? Man, flashbacks right now. I'm telling you, flashback central. I guess on the other news, we'll get into some deep ass shit. Recently, Melania Trump went ahead, did an interview, and spoke about the Me Too movement, saying that she supports the women, but the accusers need to show the evidence.
I would choke.
So, how do you guys feel about that?
Let's start with Cowboy.
Yeah, I want to hear Cowboy.
Of course.
You're back. You know what time it is.
Okay. Well, it's kind of a two-sided thing. So, yes, I support her statement saying that you need evidence, but you're also treading into muddy waters when you talk about that, because how do you provide evidence? Is your evidence just a well-documented like scenario or story, or that you can retell it? Or are you talking about evidence as in like a rape kit and you have to have some kind of DNA transmitted? You have to define the word evidence in order to understand anything about that. So I do have an issue with her vague term that she used, evidence, but I do agree at the same time that some form of evidence needs to be used, because let's be real, this all stems from the Kavanaugh case where Ford, who is the accuser, did not have a reputable story whatsoever against Judge Kavanaugh.
I was gonna say that I think it's like pretty fucked up that she would even make that statement based off of just them wanting him to get out of the situation that he's
Right.
in that whole thing. You know what I mean? Like now you're putting
You're
so
involved
many
in it.
other girls who
Mhm.
have nothing to do with that situation.
Right.
Like
But so do the Me Too girls. Like, they're trying to get everybody to come out that doesn't want to come out. Like, isn't that the whole push on?
And it's not even
movement
that they
and stuff?
don't want to come out. It's like you.
Well, it's
after
hard
a
for
while,
them.
it's hard for them.
Yeah.
So after a while, what if somebody is raped at 5? They don't know how to come out. So they get
Right.
older and like, this is not okay. It's affecting my life. I want to tell. There's no evidence for that. You can't. Oh, when I was 5, something happened to me. Nobody's gonna believe them because it was so long ago, and there's no evidence. So I think she should have probably thought about that as well when you're speaking for in that
Every-
term. You're speaking for everybody that's been in that situation ever.
And I agree, and that's why I said her statement was very vague.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It was extremely generalized, and it needed to be honed in. And she needed to actually explain her meaning behind it, because just to say evidence across the board, yeah, like you said, you have child sexual assaults, and you have drunk sexual assaults, and you have various types of sexual assault. So it's very hard to just narrow it down to go, you need evidence, end of story, and that's it.
I think she should have used like investigation. There needs to be an
There needs to
investigation
be.
where evidence is provided.
I agree with that. I think you need to.
That makes sense.
Investigate it instead of saying, "Oh, you need to have hardcore evidence." There's two different things. Those are two different things to say about everybody. So,
Right.
I don't.
And here's the thing too. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jones.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, because that's like a thing that's like shrouded in ambiguity, right? Especially because a lot of the stuff that happens, like we've seen, like people come out from years ago, 20, 30 years ago, and I think a lot of people use the excuse as like times were different.
Yeah.
You could do this or that, but regardless, it's still wrong. It's still wrong,
Yeah.
whether
Still
it's
wrong.
back then or now. It's still wrong. You shouldn't have been doing it in the first place. So it's hard to say bring some type of evidence, because there's so many different factors that lead up to a situation into that something like that happening.
Well, then why like if you don't want anything to happen, just the feeling of coming out and saying it,
right?
Why go so publicly? Like, why try to make it such a big deal if you don't want to provide evidence, or if you don't want to have anything done about it? I'm not saying, like, I'm not taking away
I
the
get
whole
what you're
coming
saying,
out part,
because
but like,
you see, if I were to picture myself as someone that was in that situation, you see somebody that did something to you, that's living their best life, doing whatever it is that they want to do, and you're
Fuck
over
that.
here really struggling
and you really
with
struggle
something
every day
inside of you. So after a while, you just say, "I'm sick of it. I'm taking them down. I'm taking them down.
Yeah.
I want you to feel
whatever it takes."
Yep.
So that's if I had to step into someone else's shoes, that's how I would see it.
Right.
But there are other examples of coming out publicly without pursuing a judicial proceeding. And you can look at Maya Angelou for that. I mean, she wrote books and everything. She exclaimed her sexual assault cases that she endured. And that was her method of coming out. She voiced it that way.
Right.
So there are various avenues you can take, but the court of public opinion is never a just way to do it. And that's why I just want to avoid the court of public opinion. Now, you want to proceed with judicial proceedings? That's fine. You can open up a law enforcement investigation and proceed it that way. But it's just unfair to a general population when you're doing a court of public opinion, because if you paint one man that way, and he may or may not have done it, I don't know. I wasn't there, so I can't speak, for example, for Kavanaugh.
Right.
But court of public opinion will take Kavanaugh and anybody that is in his situation, and they can apply it to everybody. And that's why it is harmful to various people, not just him.
Right.
I don't see harm.
Dime.
I just feel like regardless if it did happen or if it didn't, nobody's to say of how anybody should come out, especially if
that's
it's
true.
happened to them. So
That's
if I
true.
feel like I want to blow this out of proportion because you took, my innocence, or you took something I told you not to take, which is very, very serious, I'm gonna make it serious.
Yeah.
Make it even more serious. So I mean, if I want to take it to the judicial courts, if I want to take it up to heaven, to God, that's what the hell I'm about to do.
Yeah.
Because
Sense.
Right.
Yeah.
that's just
No,
you
it's your
can't really.
choice.
Yeah,
Right.
it's your choice.
Yeah.
Because some people get to that fed up point where it's just like, you know what, I've been watching him do this and that for years. And it does suck that it has to come down to that.
Yeah.
But like
He's been eating
Right.
while I've been over.
and we
Right.
started off the conversation like saying that the statement stemmed from the situation. Then we started going off into like all of, stuff that is not as public. But like, what about that lady? You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Mhm.
Exactly. Like for people
What about
to,
her?
yeah, people to be like, hey, you can only come out this way or that way.
She's
but
not
who's to
important
say,
enough.
you know what I mean? It's if that was to happen, she's just telling what happened. Whose fault is it that everybody formed an opinion about that?
Exactly.
But if I were to play devil's advocate, though, in the situation, We have
timing.
to understand that there are people that take advantage of something like
Yeah,
that
for
and
sure.
try to
yeah.
hurt and
Hell
destroy
yeah.
other people that are and
But
put
if you
innocent
didn't do it,
people
what's the
away.
worry?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Well,
saying.
It's your life, right?
Yeah.
And
yeah,
who
your
is this?
image.
Who is this person
The
to you though?
scrutiny.
How you know what I mean?
Because regardless of what happens,
Yeah.
whether that person gets convicted or not,
They
if
still have
you're
to-
a man, that's on your name.
Yeah.
You're stained with that, whether you're convicted or not. So it's a really, really tough situation because you care for the victim, but there's also sometimes another victim that is innocent as well. So it's a touchy
Right.
subject for reals.
And you have to think about like that time in between that gap of the conviction and the not conviction of that microscope they live under. Like their every move watch going into like history and shit coming out that like, you know what I'm saying, can ruin families, even though that shit shouldn't
Right.
be done. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? That's up for that person to bring it out. And, you know, an accusation like that can ruin the shit out of somebody's life. You know what I'm saying?
I think. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
bad.
Go
No,
ahead.
No, what I was gonna say was as though, but for those girls though who are like lying and doing that, I feel like there should be more shit done to them as well.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna just put
severe
it.
penalty.
yeah, no.
Huh?
How do you prove that?
But you know what I mean. If you
Some of
were
them
to
tell
prove,
that
if you
they-
were to prove
they admit
blatantly,
they're
because you know
lying.
how some
A
people, like
proper
some
investigation.
celebrities,
Right.
will
Exactly
sue
what you
someone
said.
like you're trying to defame. Like you know, if they did not actually do it, and a woman is lying, or those
to fuck up their
groupies that do it
character.
to multiple celebrities, you know what I mean? Like for those girls like that, I think that it should be a more serious punishment, or not even punishment, more of a something's wrong with
Yeah,
you,
you need
bitch.
a
You
psych
need to
evaluation.
be, for you know what I
Like
mean.
you need to talk to someone because it's coming from somewhere.
Right,
Right.
exactly.
You don't just
Because
like,
I think
hey,
regardless, you would need help. If that happened to you, you're going to need help. And if that didn't happen to you and you went all out of your way to do this whole big thing, but you need help.
something else is going on.
Yeah, like speaking of crazy ass females, I want to share this with you. Cowboy.
Just
No, for real, it's about the topic. It's on
Okay.
topic. Cowboy, you might know about it. The Duke lacrosse team.
Yep.
Yep. Back in 2006, they were accused by they threw a party and hired a dancer. She was a dancer and an escort, and by the end of the night, she tried to accuse three guys on the team of raping her and just leaving her there in a bathroom in a rundown rental house.
So she watched Players Club. Sounds like to me that she did. So she
No,
did.
but the crazy shit about it is there was like a lack of evidence. Like, so she basically made it all up, and the prosecutor was very crooked and dishonest. The guy who was on her team, he only showed a photo lineup to the woman of Duke lacrosse players.
Oh,
So
wow.
basically, already planted it in her mind that
So
crazy.
yeah.
it was Duke lacrosse players. And even though there were major discrepancies in the case, he still pursued it. You know what I'm saying? And did all kinds of things
Right.
to accuse these men. And the DNA lab director that worked with the prosecutor, he withheld evidence that could have shown that the boys were innocent.
Man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly right. And 46 of the 47 lacrosse team members all had to provide DNA samples. And at the end of the case, it was found that none of them matched any of the DNA found, but the only person that was a match was the accuser's boyfriend at the time.
Mm-hmm.
What? But I'm confused on what DNA can be. I mean, are they?
But
'Cause
they're
I'm trying to-
swiping her, and then they're gonna go through and swipe everybody else. That kind of DNA. They're looking for like any kind of semen,
Yeah, that's
Okay.
about.
I mean,
That's
But if you
about
wear a,
what it is.
pubic
you know what I mean?
hair,
Exactly.
If
pubic
you wear a
hair.
condom, how can you
It's not always
collect
gonna-
that information?
It's not just that they take for hair samples from the clothing. They take skin samples from under the fingernails. So it's multiple different types
Does
of
sex
DNA that
include
they're
all of
taking. It's
that,
not
though?
just semen.
Okay.
What happened?
I was gonna say, I just don't. Me as a person, this has just been me. Period. I don't really like the evidence thing because there's so many situations that could happen. You cannot find any evidence.
Well, how are
And
you
it's
gonna
just
prove
like-
that these boys did it then?
I'm not gonna say. I'm not trying to say they did it,
Because she wanted them.
but
to
I'm
go
just saying
down.
the lack of evidence thing. I don't trust it because if I don't know. I just think about my daughter in every situation.
Right.
Like,
I
what
think
if
about myself in the situations
and
that
me
I have
too.
been in.
that you don't have any evidence for it? It's like
Right. And to me, it's just a memory.
You
Who
didn't-
hasn't like
then you
spoke
don't
up or
tell.
said anything exactly
because you don't have evidence. So
Well,
Well, this
it's
is
not just DNA evidence. I mean,
Yes,
you can do eyewitness testimony. You can do, and also it's
Hold
just
on
the way
real
you tell the
fast. Can I have
story. Is it
somebody
a
watch
vivid
this?
memory or is it vague? And
Can we record this real fast? Can we wait?
Well,
Yeah.
actually, here's kind of here's what happened. They did they had alibis and cell phone like pings, and this girl's story was so fucking fucked up.
okay,
You know what I'm
okay,
saying?
I see.
So they used all that plus the DNA. But the thing is this girl is an escort, so she got all
So do
kinds
you
of shit
guys
up in here.
think that people? Because I know everybody has their
Really?
opinion about
That even that
strippers
was
and
so
escorts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was
They
gonna say.
always feel like,
She's
oh,
a-
well, you put it on yourself
What do you
because
think she was?
you're a
That's what she
stripper or
was.
you're an escort.
That's what she was brought
But that
to the
doesn't.
party for.
I know, but at the
Hold
same
on, hold on.
time,
Like
I
it was
think-
proven. Like
that's her right to say yes or no. Whether she's
Yo.
shaking her titties in your face or whatever, it's like
It's so annoying. Like, let me
You-
just squash this right here. An escort is somebody that you pay to be seen out. They're escorting you. You're
Mhm.
paying. You're basically like renting somebody to make you look good, an arm
Yeah.
candy.
right.
A prostitute is somebody you pay to fuck. Two totally different playing fields right there, bro. So I hate when people they try to group strippers, escorts, and prostitutes in the same
in the same thing.
No, hold on. Hold on.
No,
I had to
yeah.
ju-
They
jump
are
in
they
there
are
real
very
quick. Okay.
different, but I understand what you're saying. It's like, you know, if you put yourself in that situation
exactly.
or if you're out here stripping, it's still okay. So if I'm a stripper and I don't want you to touch me, you better not fucking touch me.
Right.
But they proved.
Period.
But it proved that they.
I don't
they
care what I got
fuck with
on.
her.
I don't care how much money you pay me. I don't care what I got on. I could lick your ear and you better not fucking touch me. Cause I said no. Now if I give you the go, like, yeah, do something back, okay, but you're not finna just be telling me because I got a certain job that I want to do that you can do what you want to do to me.
Right.
That don't make no sense. Now okay, so if I'm a stripper and you got the money, can I take all your money then? Even if you said no, can I go up in your pockets and steal your shit? You put
No.
yourself in that situation,
that's-
so it's like, you know what I mean?
You brought the
true.
money.
You
to
brought
a
the
strip
money, so
club.
can I go in your pockets and take all your shit up?
No, you're right. No,
You know?
no,
right.
yeah.
It does.
Same-
It
same
definitely
thing.
works both ways.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of those things where you're never gonna satisfy both sides because
Yeah.
it's so different from person to person to person.
It is.
It's so
Mhm.
everybody's experience is different. But the thing is, at the end of the day, we do live in the United States of America, and things are the judicial system should be, whether it works or doesn't
doesn't.
work,
Right.
should be
Mhm.
based on doing an investigation
Yes.
Uh-huh.
thoroughly, and
Thoroughly.
then taking the
I do
evidence
agree.
and so on and
I
so.
agree.
That
so
investigation
forth.
went
So-
thoroughly.
Right.
Just
So that-
hey,
I
had
agree
to-
with that.
I had to
hey,
emphasize
but I'm not
that.
gonna
Yeah.
lie. Hey, I didn't know the difference between an escort and prostitute because on just imagely, like when you see it out there,
Mhm.
Yeah, and the way
that's
it's
what
talked
they
about.
call. That's what they call
Right.
escort and a prostitute.
They
They're
make it
I
compared to
understand
the
that.
same
People
thing.
But
have
there are some people
So-
that do both.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah. Or they could
To
do
the
it like a
general
little here and
public,
there,
yeah.
but they want to
Under-
be
try-
on the
uneducated
low.
Yeah.
public,
Yeah.
Get some low-
it would be the same.
Low
Okay.
head.
So yeah. No.
On the low low.
I mean, if you're talking the literal definition, then yeah, because for legality purposes, especially in states like Arizona, the only thing you can say is that you're paying for the time and companionship, not the sexual act. That is 100% consensual.
Yep.
Okay.
And okay.
That is a fact. That's facts.
Right.
Okay.
And
He coming with the facts. I like that.
right. I'm weak as fuck.
All right.
So I think as a whole, I think we all think like, you know what, it's the person, the victim's choice to choose the way they want to handle something. But I think we all believe that if the system worked the way it should, so you should have
we wouldn't be in this
an investigation,
damn
a
boat.
thorough investigation,
Yeah.
so we can figure out which parties are
Nah.
guilty, not guilty, so on
Because
and
with
so
that
forth.
judge, that lady, they only investigated the case for like 3 days. Like, how do you investigate?
and I also think that everything in that motherfucker is crooked. So no
It's-
matter
Well, it's-
what you
it's
investigate,
politics.
Right.
well, no
It's
matter what you
politics.
investigate, motherfucker, if he did it or not, people are gonna be on his side, and he ain't do it to them. You know what I mean? So, and then on top of that, Melania is dumb as hell. So whatever she says, you know what I mean?
Like,
whatever she says is coming out her ass because she gotta say it.
That's
you know what I mean? So she's just trying to make it real formal and stupid.
I thought that was super inconsiderate.
Yeah, she's just saying anything.
And
like, why you out here just saying
to
anything?
be so specific in such an emotional topic.
And you're a woman.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. I mean,
in power.
Just look at us. Like we can't even figure out which way we're gonna go, and you're just gonna go out and say you're
publicly,
like
that's stupid.
That's gonna kill,
that's
like not even kill physically, but it could. Like so many girls,
people, they're gonna be so discouraged from anything, from telling.
Yeah.
From
like
doing
shit
anything
that
about
happened
it.
in the middle of the night that nobody
knows about.
Right.
People commit suicide over shit like that. That's serious. You cannot just say anything about that topic.
Yeah.
You can't ever say anything about that topic just so vague like that. And everybody can hear it. You don't know who looked up to you at that point in time. It could have been somebody that had gotten raped.
Right.
Yeah.
And
now she's like, damn,
like that is mind.
I gotta have evidence. She's gonna think about it now.
Right. Shit like that's
like where am I supposed
People
to get
actually look up to her, no matter what you think about her. I think she's stupid.
Lady.
Right.
She's the first lady.
Somebody loves her.
Somebody loves her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's very important. I feel like she should never have said that.
Yeah, I agree.
Yesterday, I was at home thinking about like this show and like the topic, and I thought I thought to myself, like, are we as Americans like too free? You know what I mean? And I started thinking about all the shit, like, okay, if we took away this, damn, this would take away that. If we took away this,
blows
and
my
it was
mind
just like,
how free
really,
we are.
Yeah, it does. But
we
then it's
fight
like,
for
damn,
freedom, but
I couldn't imagine being confined at all. But then it's like, y'all really be fucking it up for people's freedoms.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To make me even question, am I too free? Maybe they need to hold me back a little bit.
Exactly.
That's
great.
great.
I
That's
can do
real,
too
You
much.
can't, we're
Some
actually too
shit,
free.
you know?
I feel like we are
That's
because
crazy.
anybody can do anything.
Yeah.
Anything
That, whether we get locked up for it or go to jail, it's like you're
or
free.
nothing happens to you.
Right.
I mean, I won't go as far as to agree with that we're too free, because when you start taking away freedoms, you're not gonna feel the same.
I feel like
exactly. That's why I said.
But
I feel like we're out of
I
control.
understand what you're
Yeah.
saying.
We're out of control.
we're not. I don't like to be controlled. I want to be free, but I just feel like some things are just too
Some
fucking
people aren't
free.
disciplined
Exactly.
enough to handle that.
Because why is
responsibility.
there this is what I personally, there's like a little, the things that go out for sex offenders. There was one in my mom's neighborhood, and it's just like he just, my daughter lives with my mom sometimes. So it's just like,
hey, I just have a sign just to
just
let
because
you know, but I'm still a
just
sex
because you
offender.
told me,
Yeah.
you just I think that's too free.
Yeah.
Right.
Some things are just too free. I disagree with that, but
I mean, but it's for the safety of the whole
Yes.
neighborhood as well.
I
you
know, but the
Sometimes
other
it
half is just like
endangers the neighborhood.
you can't
know?
be just placing them in any. I don't know.
Cowboy. What do you?
I don't
think?
want to I don't want to be too offensive.
I know you.
Right,
Because
it's like
Cowboy.
I feel this way, but
I don't
want
want to be too offensive
No.
because everybody deserves a second chance.
Yeah.
I do
Exactly.
believe that in my heart.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's
But
like,
you got to be careful.
yeah,
Right.
Because don't be too second chancing and then he goes and
And that's
Right.
the
That's
last.
too-
Yeah, that's the last chance both of y'all
yeah,
get. You know.
yeah, right.
But Cowboy, I know you got something to say about freedom, and if we have too much or too little, I know you do.
In that case, I'm probably the wrong person to talk about. I mean, I have the U.S. Constitution tattooed on my arm.
Yeah.
So
No, for
know,
real though.
I
I
wanna
want to
hear
hear it. I
this.
want to hear it
I
from
wanna hear
your side. Everybody wants to hear it.
Mhm.
for me personally, my freedoms are sacred, and you're not ever going to limit those or take those away from me, and I'll die preventing that.
Exactly.
So that's just me personally. As far as limits go, you can't limit it because that's the way our Constitution is written, and once you start fucking with that, it's a slippery slope once you start fucking with the Constitution,
I
the
wish I could
amendments,
just
and how you
have
try to
my
limit
own
each
world,
thing,
you know?
and you try
My own
to
little
put things in a
island.
box, and you have to live here, you have to live away from this, you have to live away
Yeah.
from that.
Right.
You gotta have this religion. You gotta not smoke this. You
Right.
can't drink this. You can't eat this. Like those are some countries have that kind of. You have to love inside of your race and shit, inside of your
Right.
religion, like that shit.
For us.
Niggas smoking at 10,
Yeah,
allowed.
can't.
They're
That's
allowed
why
to do
from
that.
there you're treading into very muddy waters when you talk
Right.
about that, because you're
Right.
talking about how our government is set up. You're talking about a constitutional republic versus for example, a communist nation or a socialist nation, And
And
I think we would all agree that
that's not something that we
No.
want to get into.
No,
or
no.
be a part
No,
of.
sir.
No.
Stop right there.
Listen. We don't want to change like
Right,
laws. We don't.
right.
We just want to like the Constitution to be what it's meant to be.
Supposed to be.
I
and that's
guess it
exactly
was.
what it is because
Period.
that's why you don't limit anything.
Right. Right. And I don't think
It's
any
just
of us
Some
are.
shit needs to- I'm just.
Something needs to happen. Shit, goddamn it.
And that's why we have politicians to figure that stuff out. And that's why we're here.
Fuck a
to,
politician.
Okay, thank you. High five from the mic.
We the people's
Fuck
people.
all of 'em.
It's up to us. We doing it one podcast at a time.
Hey,
Fuck
Slowly
all
but
of them.
surely.
I do. Wait, I wanted to tell you how crazy that chick was real quick because we never finished
yeah.
about how crazy she was.
Do we even
'cause-
start? Oh
No,
yeah.
no,
Oh, yeah,
we
we
did.
did.
I just before we wrap things up because she was mad crazy. So this was back in 2011. She was accused of second-degree murder for killing her boyfriend. Yeah, she pled guilty. Serves
No, we talking about the same girl that
yeah,
got
the Duke chick.
with
Yeah, the Duke chick.
same
Oh,
exact.
she
That
thing.
same
been
So
fraud.
that's what fucks it up for
Maybe it happened
females.
to her and she went crazy then, and then she.
something.
kidding.
Yeah, you always have to have an excuse for it, right? We did it for some reason, goddamn.
right.
But
We ain't
like,
just
Cause
crazy.
she wouldn't have just did that. I
But-
know.
No,
for a fact.
hell
I'm
no.
just
What'd he
kidding.
do?
it's just so
I'm just
crazy.
kidding.
That the shit like the time she had to think about all that, the fact that she thought about all that,
And then wouldn't kill somebody. She
Golly.
did it for real. Oh, she.
and it's just like people like her. I'm not trying to offend anybody, but it's people like her that do fuck it up for the innocent ones,
Right,
for the ones that do have
Mhm.
something to say,
No, I do agree.
They do
I
have-
agree.
some kind
I
of
agree.
feeling because like in the back of everyone's mind, it's just gonna be like, especially if it's in a certain situation like fame or if it's in a big ass spotlight, we're always gonna be thinking like, oh, she just wants a piece of the pie, or you know what I'm saying? She
Mhm.
wants something out of it, but like, it could be that one innocent girl that
Yeah,
has
man,
all
it
this
sucks.
spotlight on her when
Mhm.
really she just wanted,
She just wants.
you know what I'm saying?
to tell.
And that social media is a fucking devil, yo. So for someone going through that,
Yeah.
and you
Mhm.
know the whole world to be like, she just wants a piece
They
of
will
that
tear
pie.
you up.
You know what
They'll
I
tear
mean?
you apart.
But-
Like I said, court of
Yeah.
public opinion. I fucking hate it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
for
a
sure.
it's a
Mhm.
mind fucker, that one.
But at the same time though, I do want to also say that fellas, like we also have to be more cautious at what we're doing as well.
Type of
Exactly.
bitches y'all
Agreed.
You need
fucking
to,
Because-
y'all just be laying down with
Exactly.
anybody and then
You know
be
what I'm
mad
saying?
when she accused you of something.
Well,
so
I
Yeah.
mean, like,
it's
there-
like, you
no,
know.
my bad.
No, you go
No,
ahead.
you're good.
No, go ahead.
Like I just find it especially funny when women are like, oh, you know, I can't wait for my son to grow up. He's not going to be a hoe, this and that. All right, well, as women, we also need to take responsibility for that.
It
too.
starts
Nobody
at
ever talks
home.
about
Yeah.
that.
It starts at home.
You want to be a
Sure.
little homie hopper. You want to be out here doing. There's a
Yeah.
lot of things that take part in repercussions of
Mhm,
actions of just not
mhm.
giving a fuck about yourself. You
Yeah.
also do not give a
That's true.
fuck about other people.
Hell yeah.
Not just
It's
your
just-
son knowing that you'll
Yeah.
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 So
Right.
teach your
Definitely.
son, be a good man and don't fuck with thoughts.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It starts at home. That's why,
True.
you know what? Some of these girls, they crazy as hell, but
For
you
real.
need to meet their parents first nowadays.
Yeah.
Like, you need to see where the fuck they grew up at and, you know, where their mind is because that's why they are the way
Yeah.
they are.
The
Right.
parents.
It starts
Exactly.
at home.
If your parents
Right.
are crazy, bro, I ain't coming back to your house.
Okay,
for
and if
Sunday
you see
dinner.
somebody
ain't
calling their
even
mama,
eat Sunday
they, you know,
dinner.
disrespecting their mama and
Right,
shit,
they're
Yeah.
gonna
that's
disrespect
a no-go
you.
for
Yeah.
that's a no-go for sure. For sure, that's a no-go.
And another thing, a lot of us like are growing up and having kids and stuff, and I'm reading a lot of posts on Facebook about people and their kids getting bullied, and I love that there's an awareness of it within our group.
mhm.
We're like,
Yeah.
our generation is like, yo, fuck that, and fuck your child if they're gonna act like
Right,
that. Do
right.
better. And I love that we're taking
Especially-
And
accountability.
it ain't even
of
a child; it's
No,
at
it's the
home.
parents,
It's the
yeah.
parents.
Yeah.
It's
Because
the parents.
something's missing or
'Cause they're-
something's
they're-
lacking.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Or
Like
they're
that.
just getting. You see nowadays also on the internet where kids are cussing and going along with
Yeah.
the song. I don't think that's cute,
Right.
No.
and I think that
No.
needs to be corrected right then and there.
Yes.
Because if my daughter says any cuss word,
Yeah.
she knows.
Right, the cussing
that's-
and all that
that's-
shit, that's just not cute. I'm not
That's
for
just
that.
not. I mean, people are too of this world. Like they get too of this world, and they stop to realize you're killing all of us as a
Right.
human race.
Right.
You're killing us.
Right.
Like,
Because the main focus is on some bullshit.
yeah,
You know what I
fame,
mean?
money. It's all of that is not.
You're right. Yeah. It's
It's-
not about that. The bigger picture is living your best life through
Right.
through love and growth.
Love.
You know what I'm saying?
That's all it
Like
takes.
the money and all that shit comes and goes. You can burn money. It doesn't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Have you
could
ever
be
spoken
homeless
to
for
a
a
homeless
week.
person?
yes.
Have you spoken
Oh
to
my
one?
God. Honestly, I want to tell you right now, just because you brought it up, I stopped to get these backwoods at Circle K up the street, right? And this lady was out there asking for money, like, I'm homeless. And I was like, I don't give my money to homeless people. So I went inside and I grabbed her a sandwich, a chips, and some water, and I gave it to her. And like, she was so fucking happy. Like, she gave me a hug, bro. I was like, wow. Like because in my head, I'm like, it's not all about the money. That's what we all think.
It's not. They're not. Some of them are not asking for money. You can tell.
Because we always see, the addicts out there, the ones that are trying to get that quick buck. But you can't let that ruin it for the next person. I'm telling you right now, they're not all like that.
But you know what?
Because more homeless people tell me.
I know I'd rather hang out with a homeless person than these motherfuckers around here any day. Because all they worry about is the wrong shit. And I just want people to wake the fuck up. Everybody's, so woke nowadays.
Yeah.
But they want to be seen on the internet and get this many views and all that shit. You know what I mean?
About
for the wrong reason.
Looking woke and not being woke.
You know what I mean?
Start within your own community. Like, the internet
touch people.
Is going to be there. But like, when you go out and do something good, why? Like, everybody thinks you have to record it. Like, man, fuck.
Why you gotta show everybody?
Yeah, I'm out here.
What's your
Here
intentions?
I am buying 20 Big Macs.
Yeah.
Here I am, like, giving 20 big. Like, nah, man. Why don't you sit out there, set up a booth, and make these sandwiches by hand?
At the same time, though, without those people, we wouldn't do that
yeah,
shit.
You know,
people. Honestly, if people, because if people are even out there doing, even if people are out there doing it for the clout and they want to look more famous, there are people that are looking up to them that are like, well, I can do that now. So the intention sometimes could be fucked up, but it could spiral down to something else.
I ain't saying don't do it.
Yeah, we ain't saying. I'm just saying.
But like, every moment is recorded now. Like, you just can't do shit.
You can tell when it's not genuine though.
Yeah.
You can tell when a nigga just going out there giving sandwiches.
Yeah,
just
here, bro.
Take $20.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like Tekashi 69. This motherfucker, he gives back. He's crazy as hell.
I was gonna say, I love that.
Yeah.
But he gives back a whole lot. I love him.
Right.
He's always making sure that he gives something. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's why everybody be like, I hate him, I don't like him. But, I see something in him that everybody else doesn't see.
I think that he's honestly, since we're getting into this just for a second before we get back on topic, I think that people like that are just kind of like hurt or like
he's
never
himself.
Yeah, I
he's
know,
being
but
who he is too.
But when I see him sometimes, like when X died, in the video that he posted was just like really like fuck. I noticed that I am out here doing a lot. I am clout chasing. It makes you think about like, why am I really doing that? So that makes me believe that you're not really being yourself. If you're not going to be yourself and apologize for it. So if you sit back at the end of the day and you're like, damn, am I really like, because you're trying
but
to
when
be
you get
something.
that fame, sometimes it's
hard.
uncontrollable.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to be something to keep it going. But I can also, I do see him. Like, I see he's just being himself. Like, there's just being, like there's a video he posted the other day and it was just him in a hotel and he threw up. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like you see him. He's being himself. He just little stuff like that. But that's why I love him.
All right. Well, that was a great
you gotta work
fucking topic. It's just because everything fucking hits me at once, and I'm like, all right. And plus, I'm not gonna lie with you.
He's back to square one.
I'm not a big fan of Tekashi. I can't.
I'm not
stand
either.
Dude.
His music, no, I'm not a fan.
I just can't stand him.
He talks a lot of shit, but that
and
motherfucker's out there giving back.
You see his new teeth?
He looks a fool too, but he's being
chompers.
himself.
Those damn chompers.
He's being himself. That's all.
I'm so weak.
Shit.
Jeez.
Some people like to talk shit. I like.
All right, Jay, do your thing, man.
All right, yeah. On to the strain of the day. There's a few of them in here.
Strain of the day.
So
we need to have like a little song for that part.
We will get a
Strain
song.
of the day. Strain of the day. Hey. All right.
All right. So as far as flower, we're smoking on some Blue Haze, which is a sativa dominant hybrid. And the effects are energetic, happy, and relaxed. And medical healings are stress, pain, and depression. And as far as the wax we're smoking, I could only find one of them, to be honest. And it's the Lucid Dream.
Oh, I like that.
I don't want none of that.
Look, I don't like that.
Too late.
No. Nobody took a dab. Well,
Oh, the
Diamond took-
dab. Oh, shit.
Diamond took a dab.
Oh.
I have some in
I need
this
another
blunt.
one of those now that we've.
I have some in the blunt. We're gonna smoke it after we wrap it
Oh,
up.
I'll pass on that.
No, thank you.
I ain't
Yeah,
smoking no
you
wax.
Her and Cowboy and Jones and all right. That's
You there,
fine.
cowboy?
Yeah, Cowboy
Yeah.
he just don't smoke, so he just
Yeah.
every time-
Oh, he can't relate. That's why.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's just like, y'all do your thing.
Yep, exactly. Just y'all do your thing. I'll sit over here. I'll listen.
But what Lucid Dream does is it's energetic, it's focusing, uplifting, relaxing, and euphoric.
I love that word.
Euphoric.
I want to get that tattooed on my lower back.
Yeah.
Just
You
kidding.
should get that.
I just
Euphoric.
Euphoric.
Euphoria.
You about to.
Hey, Euphoria.
Right.
No, all right.
That's weird.
It relieves stress, depression, fatigue, lack of appetite, and nausea. And the wax I got was from good old Nirvana. And I went to Arizona. What is that one out? It's so far by my house. Anyway, I can't think of it right now. I'm telling you. Hold on. Yeah, they don't even put it on their shit. It's that one way out there on the west side by Buckeye. Y'all know what it is.
I know where it's at. Just go over there and see.
For real. Y'all know
Start
where
wandering
it is.
around. You'll bump into it.
Yeah.
You'll see it sooner or later.
Valley of the Sun. There we go.
That sounds like an
Okay.
old person center.
It is like dead ass. There's a lot
well.
of old people, and I'd be shocked because they go in there and get like the wax and the edibles, and they
Oh
be like,
yeah,
I'm
they
trying to
be
get
about that
fucked up today.
life. They be
Right.
about
Like, I'm
that
not
life.
here. I'm not here for the medical pain. I'm here to get fucked up tonight.
Right.
Like, give it to me, Sonny. All right then. In this case,
Sunny, not Sunny. Sunny.
Sonny, give me your best shatter, Sonny. Not that
right,
cut
see?
shit.
Dope. Good
Hey,
stuff.
no,
good
no.
stuff.
But I also pulled some shit out of my personal stash. It was called Blue Otter Pop. That shit
Oh,
is
that's cute.
fire.
Ooh.
It's a crossbreed between Blue Mystic and Skywalker. And we actually smoked out Skywalker last week.
How do these
Well,
weeds
how do they
be
make
making
them?
these babies?
I know. I'm like, what is that? Hurt my head so bad.
That's
the
a
mom was
conversation
a,
for
uh,
another
a
time.
smoke
Yeah.
the
Smoking
mom
right
was
now.
an otter and the dad was blue.
We'll break it down next week. We're gonna touch a pretty good subject next week, but
Alright.
yeah,
You're high
man.
as
Shout
shit,
out
that's
to
all we know.
Nirvana. Shout out to Valley of the Sun. They always have that fire, especially Nirvana. So shout outs. XO agrees. Disagrees. She's not a fan of Nirvana. She let us know yesterday. It's all right.
Oh.
You know what? You know what? Not to lie though. The fucking Nirvana in Glendale is not that good. I'll tell you that.
Nothing in Glendale is that good. I'm just saying. Not throwing no
I grew up there,
shade,
you
but
right.
Yeah, I get it.
We grew up there. It's all right.
up
It's
there.
all right. It's a little tatty.
It's
right?
homey.
It's cozy. It was cozy at the time.
I grew up there too, but you don't hear me
without a
singing
gunshot
the
at night.
If there is
It's
no
a flight of-
helicopter flying over the
Bro,
top of
I
my
live there
head-
right
No,
now.
it's too damn
Nobody
quiet.
told me anything about the side I live on, and I hate it. I live on 35th in
Oh, she's
Northern.
She's in Glendale.
Okay.
That's you live in Glendale, Glendale.
The Glendale.
He said,
put the
I'm
shade
in the
down.
Glendale.
I'm in the
Glendale.
heart of Glendale.
Oh, shit, girl.
Yeah, that's where I live. I'll
Bar
never
up
go
them
back.
windows.
I cannot.
Let me get a discount on the rent. You didn't put this in the agreement.
Okay. Shit.
This wasn't in the brochure.
This was not in the helicopters. Didn't think I seen that when I signed the motherfucking lease.
That's not the white noise I am used to.
I
You
cannot
feel me?
stand y'all.
Shout outs, man. It's shout out time.
Okay, yeah, my bad. All right. I want to definitely go ahead and shout out Mo for coming through and bringing that lovely painting.
I want it,
yes.
but it's ours. It's a team painting.
Yeah, it is.
But I'd like to have
It's a
it.
team painting.
Who's gonna keep it at their house?
Me.
I have the bad.
Obviously me, because I'm the talent.
Hey,
Obviously, I'm
I
gonna
have
give it
the baddest son, so somehow that will get like juice
See?
on
See?
it, raviolis.
See?
I think we should let Jones
Well,
hold
just
on to it.
contribute to the painting.
No, not
Jones,
me, bro.
remember like 3 episodes ago, Jones refurbished the house.
Mhm.
I feel like his house is safe. I'm just playing down. You can have it. Yeah, she's like,
Yeah, you can have
Not
it.
She like-
I'm not even tripping.
no, have it. No.
No,
for
my
real.
son will tear it
But
up.
I will
No.
hold it for you if you guys think that I'm eligible for
You
it.
are. You are.
Then
It'll
it's
be
set.
safe.
All right. But nah, so besides that, I'm like really excited for some other stuff to go popping. Keep a lookout this month for Kie's coming through the last week of October. Yes, she is. She's gonna come through and show us some love here at the bakery. And I think that I'm really excited for everybody else's announcement. So go ahead.
Go.
XO, shout outs for you.
Yeah, I want to shout out my girl Danya. She's like a really talented tattoo artist that I've had the pleasure of being really, really good friends with. She's fucking fire. Down for everything that I do. Great friend, great talent. You can find her on Instagram, inked by DMO. She works over at Grand Ave Tattoo, which is on 23rd in Grand Ave. Yeah, let her know I hit you up and
dope.
referred it and
Hell yeah.
everything. But
Alright.
she's fire. She's a good artist that's up and coming and shit. So, yeah.
Damn, you had one more shout out you wanted to give.
Yes. So I want to give a shout out to my trainer.
Oh,
Hey.
shit.
Paul
Snatch her up.
Johnson.
Snatch her
Yes.
up, honey.
He's been kicking my ass this
Y'all
week.
Have to see that
No, fuck y'all. No,
Y'all-
So were you
seriously,
throwing
he
up?
had me
Yeah.
throwing up the
That's
first
good.
day. But to be honest, like the third and fourth day, I was
A lot
just
easier.
like killing it, kind of.
You finna be snatched, baby.
Hey.
Yeah, I already know.
I am proud of you, boo boo.
Thank you. I'm a high five. I'm a sorry, I can't reach over there. I'm gonna come to me. No, but yeah, no. Shout out to him. Y'all fuck with him. He has like some super good prices, and he'll get you right. Like you're really gonna be working. So, yeah, shout out to that. All right, go ahead.
Miss Mo.
Well, I just want to say thank you for, having me. And I want to shout out my sister. She's a female rapper. Her name is T. Marie, Beach Girl, if you nasty. She is the dopest fucking female rapper I know. You guys should probably talk to her and get her on the show too, possibly.
Cool.
She's a one of a kind. She she was in that festival and she won it.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Alright.
So
Okay, awesome. We'll
Yeah.
talk about that later.
Yeah.
Good shit.
I wanted to give one quick shout out, and this one is a little touchy here. Shout out to Brittany and her fiance Brianna. They shocked the shit out of me. They asked me to be their surrogate. I'm dead ass serious.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Damn.
So how do you feel about that?
Honored. To be honest, honored, but I have a lot of shit to talk to them about, like just about me, to see if they want to go through with that because
I don't know, bitch. I'm done.
I smoke a lot of weed. Shit, the baby might be high. My baby might come out doing.
I don't know, bitch. I'm a little done.
Wait a minute. Now you're reaching. I'm slow, damn it. Nah, but in all honesty, yeah, I might do it. I might go ahead and fuck with that.
What
Not
does your girl think about that?
she just wants me to talk to them and tell them my fucked up shit.
Hey, you gotta get that shit signed and
On the
stamped.
dotted line.
Cause
No,
let's
no.
Because
There's there's gonna be all kinds of paperwork and shit
Right.
involved,
Yeah.
but like it's just
3
more
years later when they
like-
struggling, but my baby daddy on Hippy
Oh,
Life
yeah.
podcast.
Ain't even like that. Ain't even like that, girl. They cool.
We'll just get a paper just in case. But go ahead.
No. There'll be that. But no,
Yeah,
it's
that
very
worked out.
honoring, and I just want to say shout out to them and thank you so much for
that's
at
so
least thinking
sweet.
of me out of all people you could think of.
For sure.
Really touched my heart, and I just want to say shout out to my motherfucking self because yesterday I hit my 60-day mark of being clean on alcohol. So shout out to me for
Congrats.
making it.
Yay.
Yeah, man. Cowboy, any shout outs for you?
Yeah, the Dallas Cowboys defense shutting it down. I really have nothing to
Dallas
Here we
it's-
go.
It's
This is
been
the
a
first
hellacious
person I heard
weekend.
that actually likes them. That's crazy.
Fuck the Cowboys.
Yeah, see?
I hate them motherfuckers. Man.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, 37-7 against the Jags right now.
Hey, we smashed the Giants anyway, so I ain't tripping.
Calm the fuck down. It's the Giants.
It's the
Oh well,
Giants.
still a win.
Oh well.
Cowboys.
Said, calm the fuck down.
I was like, pump the brakes.
Oh, yeah. I just
Mo.
wanted to give another shout out. Well, it's not really a shout out. Remember to buy those tickets
Yes.
for the
Yeah.
Conception Art Show.
Yes.
Go to my my Instagram, mo.nature, and it's the link in the bio. Buy it under my name. Buy it under my name. Buy it under my name.
Okay.
Mo.
Got you.
Now that you just talked about that, like, what if we just, you know,
Oh.
you know what I'm saying? Like, helped you out with your booth. You know what I'm saying?
What if you like was in it?
Not
You know,
in
come in-
it, but like, try to help people get.
Yeah,
in
I
it,
was
in
going.
it.
Yeah, of course.
Because I
of
definitely
course.
before when is it again?
It's on the 20th. I
Oh,
think
this
they've
month.
already got people for.
Of this month.
Okay.
huh?
Yeah, it's this month.
What is today? The 14th. 6 days, huh?
You can try to. I have an email or
Oh,
I
well, we
don't
can-
know.
Yeah, we're
I
gonna.
don't know
work.
because I think
We'll
it's just
talk.
yeah.
We'll
We'll talk
talk.
about that
I'm
later.
all-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look here.
All right. And lastly, my man Jonesy.
Sure. Yeah, I wanted to first, of course, officially announce that I'm going to be in the Arizona Hip Hop Festival. I'll do that first. Yeah.
Hey.
I'll be
Hippie Life
performing
represent.
on the 10th, I believe, at the Monarch in the Scarlet Theater. I'm not 100% sure what the time is. Also, we'd like to do something to give away the tickets
Yes.
for the show. So really, my shout out is really to my mom, you know. So and this is really why I'm gonna get a little touchy
It's
here.
all right, brother.
I mean, I really got serious about music this year, and I'm really trying to just get out there. You know, I figured out my mom told me that she has like a brain tumor, so I just really need to go. I need to go and figure it out so I can get her the care that she needs, so she can make it. So I would really appreciate if anybody. I mean, the tickets are free if you came out and helped support me, you know, so I could do this shit for real.
Oh
Fuck
my God, I'm about to
yes,
cry.
bro. Hey,
Ooh.
everyone out there, man, send those fucking vibes to Jonesy's mom. For real, for real. And please, please come out and support. Like he said, the tickets are free. We just need you there to support.
Yeah.
And not only help put Jonesy on the map, but it's also for Arizona as well. There's so many other artists that are going to be
I
there.
deserve it. Yeah.
And
For sure.
I mean, we'll be there. We are going to be having a fat ass party in that motherfucker for sure. Hippie Life will
going
be
for
in
sure.
there.
Yeah.
We're going to go hard, and we're going to go hard for
Yep.
Jonesy and his mom. That's for
Mhm.
sure,
Yep.
bro. So we're going to
Yeah.
send nothing but good vibes. We the people's people. We got to put our power together, and we got to make this shit happen.
Sorry to
So-
end it on like
Nah, dude.
No,
that's the-
no.
That's the best way to end this show,
Yeah,
bro. For real,
yeah.
with some
They
raw
need to
ass
hear,
shit,
yeah.
bro. And we need.
Yeah.
This is the like the most serious I can just fucking be right now. When I say like, we really need you guys. Like, we don't need your money. We just need you. We need your love. We need your support. We need your voice. We need your ears. We need your
Right.
feedback. We need
Your
anything.
opinions.
Yeah, we need artists. We need whatever you think this show can use, whatever we can do to make it better, whatever we can do to make you happier, and just keep the
But
vibes
at the
going.
same time, enjoy it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this isn't sentimental alley, you know, like
Yeah.
there's of course there's times for we're gonna be emotional on here.
We're human.
But we don't want you thinking that this is gonna be a show where we're just gonna be like
Spilling tea.
spilling a lot of tea. Exactly. This is a spot where you can come and you can get comfortable and you can chill and you can smoke or not smoke, have a beer, not have a beer, do both at the same time. Maybe work out, jog, take a walk, you know,
Mhm.
do whatever it is you do on your free time when you listen to music. Maybe just listen to Hippie Live for a little bit and let us know. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, man, it's been a great fucking show. I really want to thank Mo. We want to thank you.
Thank you. Thank you guys.
You guys all make sure you go and follow her. What we need your handle, your IG handle one more time.
It's mo.nature.
mo.nature. All right. Well, that's it for today, man. Thank you guys all,
Hey.
my lovely
shit.
co-hosts for
Love, peace, and hair grease.
yeah.
For sure.
Cowboy, thank you especially. And,
Yep, got you. Thanks for letting me Skype in. It really helped me out.
Yeah, definitely. You know what? I do want to say before we go, I just want to let all our listeners know. Unfortunately, Lana Nicole decided to part ways with the Hippie crew to pursue her own career. So we really appreciate, you know, all the work she's done for us and helped us out. And we wish her nothing but
Sure will.
the best luck and want to make sure everybody sends her the good vibes. And hopefully we hope to see her soon back in the
sure.
bakery for
Yeah.
another segment here soon. So
Cool.
Lana Nicole, from us to you, thank you so much for your time, your effort, and we appreciate you.
Definitely.
Those words being said, y'all motherfuckers, thank you so much for vibing with us. This is the Hippie Crew. We out.
My nigga Delta in the pots. Hold up, wait. I got more space on my plate. Hold up, wait. I need the M's in the safe. Hold up, wait. You know that these haters don't faze me. Hold up, wait. That boy coming straight out of A's. I've been working like I'm Deli. Mix it like I'm Fonzarelli. Dobie Dope hit my phone, said bring the bars. I told him I'm ready. My eyes just sit low like a Chevy. If I wrote it, then you know it's deadly. This chip on my shoulder is heavy. The flow is so dope, it's kinda getting scary. Ay, back in the booth, cut the animal loose. I just keep it 100. This is not a roost. They can't walk in my shoes. They can't hang up the noose. Getting lit like I'm Lupe. That liquor and proof. Is the ever clear? If you needed some proof, I don't have any fear. I got nothing to lose. If it's money or bitches, you know what I choose. Get your pen and your paper. I'll take it to school. They been sleeping on the nigga. I be in the shadows, creeping like a killer. They be acting, saying that they really winning. I just flip the script and see who really in it. Oh, wait, that ain't your line. Checking my watch, nigga, this ain't your time. I lace them up every day, get out of my way. I'm running the game and it's mine. Hey, KC to AZ, I rep mine. I'll make them go crazy, we're the Tech 9. Diamonds in the rough, but you know we still shine. We got dreams and we gotta keep them alive. Like a nigga with a main and one on the side. I'm in the ride, see the dust when I put it in drive. I'm Naruto, look at my eyes, the pieces inside. I work hard, play hard, I stay on my grind. Hey, I know for sure that the game is just lost and they need me to save it. I don't do favors, I look at haters and you know I always embrace them. You cannot get to the top cause you know it's my spot and it's already taken. I know they looking surprised, I just really wish I could see all of their faces. Hey, hold up, wait. I got more space on my plate. Hold up, wait. I need the M's in the safe. Hold up, wait. You know that these haters don't faze me. Hold up,